What's happening, guys? You're watching Lions Den Unlocked, connected by EE. I'm Josh Denzel, and I'm joined by the skipper, Harry Kane. H, how you doing?
All good, mate.
Cool. Well, I've got 11 questions for you. I think it's only right that we go and utilise the golf course, hit some balls, and we'll find out a little bit more.
Let's do it, mate. Let's
Perfect.
do it.
Just while we're walking off, the first question, Alex wants to know, what's your favourite ever moment in an England shirt? Start with the big ones.
Oh, my favourite ever moment in an England shirt. I think my favourite moment is my debut. Coming on at Wembley, coming on for Wazza.
It's iconic, isn't it?
Scoring within a few minutes of the game was just like...
You couldn't, if you were going to write the script of a debut,
honestly,
it
was
be.
like, you know when like you dream about it as a kid, and like that's everything you dream about, and then for it to happen was just like unbelievable, to be fair. So I think that's my number one. I've had some obviously great moments in major tournaments, like the World Cup goal was against Tunisia, my first World Cup goal was then the last minute header, all those moments, penalty shootout. So, but yeah, the debut just kind of just kind of stands out.
Trumps it all. All right, you're gonna show me.
What do you want?
Give me a little fade.
A little fade. My natural shots are fade, so.
If you can't see on the camera, that's gone about.
It's just coming back.
330 yards or something ridiculous. So,
just up the left side, that, and didn't have a lot of fade on it.
We'll take it though. We'll take it. Now, second question. Scarlett asks, who was your favourite player growing up?
Favourite player growing up was David Beckham. Yeah, same like England captain, like someone I looked up to a lot. Yeah, just the way he played, kind of his passion. His energy on the pitch, and then just kind of the way he was outside of football as well. Just we went to the same school and everything, so it's almost like it was written.
I saw a picture of you. I think it was at one of David Beckham's football camps back in the day.
Yeah, so he was opening his academy in London, and we was in year 7, I think, and Chingford Foundation School at the time, and we got to go and launch it. So it was like the launch of it. And we got to meet him, and then there's a picture of him, and then me and my wife now next to it. Was only 11 or 12, I think, at the time, and it's a pretty iconic picture to end up obviously being with my wife Kate and marrying her, and then having that picture was pretty special.
Both being captain of England, it's not too bad, is it? Number 3, Chris has asked if you have any pre-match routines or rituals.
Pre-match routines, rituals. The only kind of like ritual or superstition, I guess, is I put everything left on first, like leading up to a game. So, you know, it'll be left boot, left shin pad, left sock, all that. I don't know if that's just more habit now rather than superstition, but it's just something that I've always done. In terms of routine, it's pretty much the same. Like when you're playing at 9 o'clock at night, it's such a long day. You're kind of just waking up at a normal time for breakfast. You know, we go normally a bit of stretch, bit of a walk, and then you're just kind of chilling in the afternoon. Some lads sleep. I normally sleep for maybe an hour, and then just kind of watch a bit of iPad and then get ready for the game. So they're long old days, but nothing out of the ordinary, to be fair. All right,
Taking notes. Okay, Matilda has asked, how do you regain composure if you miss a chance in a game?
Yeah, I think over time I've just kind of like worked on techniques to help me. I'm always someone who's had good self-belief anyway, so kind of give me a chance, I'm confident I'm going to take it, and I almost try and turn the negative of missing a chance into a positive. You know, if I miss one that I should score, you know, the chances of me missing 2 in a row are a lot less than missing one. So I was just kind of trying to switch, you know, some of the negatives that happen in football into a positive, and just so you know, so now the next one I should score it. I'm ready for the next one. So I always say it's part and parcel of being a striker, especially, you know, when you're missing chances. But just be ready for the next one, and you know, if your mindset's right, you should be ready to take it.
All right. So I want to see this one straight down the middle.
Come on. It's trying to.
It's coming back. It's coming back.
It's just up the left side of the fairway.
Still hasn't come down yet.
There it is.
There you go. That was about 15 seconds of ball flight. That's outrageous. Dominic wants to know, what do you eat before a game? I know we spoke earlier on Lions Den. You like a little ham and cheese pretzel.
Yeah, but
what's the pre-game snack?
Pre-game, so I mean, breakfast will be like just eggs, avocado toast.
Yeah.
Lunch will normally be like a pasta with bolognese maybe,
Solid.
and then just a bit of yogurt and fruit. And then pre-match is normally just tomato pasta, maybe a slice of bread with a bit of jam on there. So that's kind of my standard if we've got late kickoffs. If it's earlier kickoffs, it might change depending on just how I feel when I'm in the morning or whatever. But
if you've got an early kickoff, 12:30, it's hard.
Yeah,
it's hard to get the 3 portions of pasta.
It might just be breakfast with with a little bit of bread and jam, or pancakes as well. Sometimes pancakes with a bit of honey, or that's kind of. I know I've heard Deck likes the pancakes.
He's obsessed. If it's not a pancake, it's a wrap. Can we zoom in on that? That is absolutely outrageous. There you go. You take that all day.
All day long.
Okay, question number 6. What does it mean to see the fans with your name on their shirt?
What does it mean? It means a lot, to be honest. It's like I touched on a bit earlier, kind of what it's like to be a kid, watching my heroes, watching Beckham and players like that. So to now think that I'm in the opposite position, and you have kids or even adults, wearing my shirt just to show their support. I really appreciate that. So whenever we're on the way to games or going out the hotel and you see the fans with your name on the back, it just gives you that little bit of extra motivation to make sure you perform.
No, for sure. And Harry's got an interesting one. He says, I've recently been made captain for my disability football team.
Yeah.
Any tips on being a good skipper?
I think the most important thing is to be yourself. There's a lot of different ways to lead a team. I always try and lead by example. I always said whether I'm captain or not captain, I don't change who I am. I don't change the way I am around the place or in front of the lads. Of course, you have an added responsibility, maybe from the outside and maybe when you're doing the press conferences and things like that. But I think just be yourself, be true to who you are. If you're a guy who likes to lead by shouting and encouraging, and then do that. If you're a guy who's more calm and just likes to talk and likes to point out and lead by example, and then do whatever you feel comfortable with. But the most important thing is that you're true to yourself, because then I feel like your teammates will believe what you're doing, believe what you're saying, because you're not trying to be someone else.
For sure. Well, that's from one Captain Harry to another Captain Harry. That's a great answer. Now, Cam Harry says, I play junior football, but only play once every few games. How can I level up to get more game time?
Oh, that is a good question. Let me just boom this one.
Wow. If the football don't work out,
I think that was the best one of the day.
That is.
So basically,
how do you level up and get more game time?
I think always being ready.
Yeah.
I think the two most important things for me to get to where I was hard work first and foremost, being willing to put in the extra hours, being willing to do more than what some of the other teammates weren't willing to do, and then self-belief. You have to believe that you can do it. You have to believe that you have enough in there, because if you don't, managers or coaches, they're not going to believe in you if you don't have it within yourself. So to reach that next level, to get more game time, it's just taking every opportunity you get like it's your last opportunity to show what you can do, and that should always bring out the best in you.
For sure. Tony's asked, would you rather score 1 goal in 3 separate games or a hat-trick in 1 game? Oof. Striker's nightmare now.
1 goal in 3 separate games.
Yeah.
It was something I've really, a couple of years back, I think in the Prem, maybe my last season with Spurs, I think I scored in 26 maybe out of the 38 games, which was something I was really proud of, because you can have seasons where you score a lot of goals. I've had seasons where I score a lot of goals, but when you actually break it down, there's a lot of hat-tricks there, and games where you've won 5-0 already, so like how much did the goals mean? Scoring in each game, you're affecting a lot more and you're helping the team a lot more. So for sure, scoring a goal in 3 games would be, I know the hat-trick would feel great, but for the team, a goal in each game would be better. So
for sure.
Oh, I let go a little bit.
I mean, if that's a bad shot.
Just in the right, just in the right rough,
how
that
good
one.
the good ones are. Jesus. Okay, just 2 more to play. Zaina wants to know if you're a Harry Potter fan.
Unfortunately not, no. And my wife gives me a lot of sticks for it.
Yeah. It's ultimate Christmas viewing. You can go back to back.
Yeah, I remember talking with Madders quite a lot about it.
Madders has some serious Harry Potter tats.
He's a big Harry Potter fan, and my wife loves it as well, but it's just, I never really got into it as a kid, and from there it's just kind of like...
if you don't associate with those childhood memories.
Yeah, I've just kind of never... it'd be interesting once my kids get a little bit older, if they get into it, then I'll be...
It doesn't matter whether you like it or not.
I'll be forced to watch it, but yeah, I have to say no, unfortunately. Yeah.
Fair play. Okay, that'll be disappoint some of the...
I know, yeah.
That's all right, that's all right. We can't please everyone. Finally, Emma asks, how does the atmosphere in stadiums differ between club and international football?
Good question. Yeah, international football, I guess major tournament football just has a different feel regardless, you know. Every game is like a final really, half the stand in one country, half the stand in the others. Like there's like a tension, excitement in the stadium that you feel, and even coming out to the warm-up, the atmosphere is already electric. So, but then to be honest, like in the club games and the Bundesliga this year especially has been incredible. Some of the atmospheres, it's more just non-stop. You always have one stand with the drums and jump in, and like
that's like slightly different to
different to the Premier
League.
League. Totally, the Premier League. You know, maybe they're watching it a bit more, and it goes silent a few times, and you're waiting for a bit of a spark. But in the Bundesliga, it's just non-stop. There's noise all the time, and you get that quite a lot in Europe as well. You know, when you play in Champions League or with England in away games. So that's been good to experience for me. But I think just major tournament football, especially for England, there's just that little different buzz in the air, which is great.
So. Well, that was the last question. Show me. I need one more lesson.
One more
driver lesson. Show us what you got.
Come on, let's make it a good one. Let's try and hit it just left to right. Oh, off the hill.
There we go. Well, listen, we might as well finish it there. That was Lions Den Unlocked, connected by EE. H, thank you so much for joining us. That was a pleasure. I hope you guys enjoyed it at home.